Kia ora, nau mai anō ki tēnei hōtaka whakakapakapa I te manawa ko Hunting Aotearoa. Hei tēnei wiki tātou waruwaru tahi, me ngā tangata nei a Eddie raua ko Spence. He kai mahi rau I te ngahere o Kaweka. Ka tahi, ka tūtaki atu tātou ki te wahine a Spence e whai Sika. Nō reira kia mau tonu mai ki tēnei te hōtaka aruaru motuhake o Aotearoa katoa. Hoa ke tātou ki te aruaru. Kei te aro atu te wako a Hunting Aotearoa ki te ngahere o Kaweka I te rohe o te matau a Maui. Tēnā, me tūtaki atu tātou ki te kai aruaru tuatahi mo tēnei wiki.
G'day, mate.
Hey,
Eddie.
Howie, yeah.
G'day, buddy.
How are you?
What's with this bloody Napier weather, mate? Bloody hot in it.
Turned it on especially for you, eh?
Is that right?
You better come in here, too hot out there, Howie.
So what are you today, mate? We know you're a hunter. I know you work for Doc. What are you today? What role are you playing today?
Oh, I think we might do the doc thing today, eh?
Yeah.
Tell you what I'm all about with the department.
Yep. Bit of memories on the old wall, mate.
Yeah, no, there is a few stories on the wall, all right? Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a few years going back.
I can see that beef up there. Is that a beef or what?
Yeah, no, that's a fat Sika deer. You don't normally get them like that, but
That's a deer.
yeah.
Shit. Look at the hino on this.
Yeah, no, it's good.
And
Beautiful too.
And I see you get the freshwater coda like we do back home too, eh? Have you?
Yeah, no, probably not as big as the ones you get, but
Right.
it's up there, yeah. Kia ora, Eddie Te Kahika. Been with the Department of Conservation since 1987 and started with the Forest Service in 1983, so been around a while now. The Puketitiri Field Centre, this was created by the Department of Conservation, just an operational base that's close to the Kaweka Forest Park and 3 local scenic reserves that we look after. Recreationally wise, we're quite fortunate where we've got both Sika and red deer in the Kaweka Forest Park. And the Sika deer quite unique in itself, being the central North Island being the only population in the southern hemisphere. And the Kaweka Forest Park is part of that, so yeah, very popular for hunters.
Me haere tātou I nei, ki rungo o Puketitiri, me te hoa Eddie, ara ko Spencer, te kai hautu waka topa o Lakeland Helicopters. Ha mau te wehi. He rima menichi noi ho te tāwhiti ki tētahi o ngā kahiwi o Puketitiri, mai te tari o te papatawhai. He wā pai hoki tēnei, hei kōrero mo te mahi whakaora I ngā ngahere o Kaweka.
I must say the terrain is very mountainous, which scares me a bit, but also very barren. The trip in was a short one, a bit windy, but I had every confidence in our pilot because he's never ever had a mishap. Isn't that right, Spence?
Pretty close.
Is it? Am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're wrong actually. Yeah, no, I've had scratched a little bit of paint back in 1981. Yeah, chasing a deer. Back then, went out of Henma Springs with a bit too much gear on, and only a couple of minutes into the journey we found a big red stag up high, and just sort of too high, too heavy, and ran out of power, speed and ideas all at the same time.
And I understand you got a bit of a record.
Oh, I've got a few records, yeah. One of them's the loudest fart in a Presbyterian church in the North Island. No one's verified that one though.
What about sort of bullets flying your way?
Yeah, well, I've been shot more than anybody else I know. So
where's the evidence, mate? Where's the evidence?
You want to see the evidence?
I want to see the evidence.
It's not a good look.
The viewers out there,
Yeah, that's what a 44 Magnum looks like.
Is that
right there? So yeah, when you're a small boy and your mother tells you not to play with guns, I seriously suggest you listen. So
how long have you been flying around for?
28 years commercially. Be 29 years this year. Started once again in my teens up at Ardmore as a private pilot and got my first flying job in Taupo in 1980 on deer recovery, and pretty much chased the deer around as, you know, central North Island, Taupo, Tarawera, Murupara.
I was actually a bit of a pilot too, mate, in the circus.
Yeah.
I used to pilot over there, all the shit pilot over there and pilot over there. And what about this fella, man? I heard you two teamed up as sort of an alias Smith and Jones.
Yeah, well, we do a bit of that. He's not a bad sort of a rooster. Ed's the #1 supplementary crewman, and we work together very well and very closely as a team. And while one guy's watching the crewman on the chain, Ed's sort of calling the shots for me. You know, I'm normally watching as I lower a guy into a fairly tight position, and I've got to have 100% trust in Ed, which I do.
I heard your better half is a bit of a hunter too.
She's the one-shot Sam, they call her.
Is that right?
Yeah, no, she's puts me to shame in the old hunting division. She's actually more of a trophy hunter. Yeah, she's got a trophy head in 5 species now.
She might want to join us on the hunt.
She might want to join us tomorrow.
Just as long as you remember it's not rutting season. So you do things a bit different than other organisations on the dock.
Aerial culling is where we're at. And yeah, we very much try and work in with recreational hunters, which is not always easy to do, because you know, no one really likes to hunt an area that has been shot by the ear, and we still cop a bit of you know, you get a bit of flack now and again, so we try and work through that positively with the hunters.
E tōpu ana te kāweka i ngā puke ngā herehere, ngā wawa toe toe, me ngā rākau tāwhai. Ka whakatau mai a Eddie, ngā mahitaka kinoa ngā tia, ki te ngā herehere.
How it all started from trees like this. This is a typical mountain beech plant here. We've aged trees like this, and they're up to 50 years old, something like that. So that small thing there. And as you can see, it's been hedged, so it's been browsed by deer. And there's quite a few along this ridge that you can see. So this tree should have a, you know, a good healthy diameter on it, and of such a height. This is what would we call a relatively large mountain beech tree that's been browsed by deer. In other areas we see mountain beech collapse. We have no seedlings on the floor, forest floor, and hence no seedlings, no saplings, and no forest. So yeah, no, it was a pretty bad state of affairs. You realise that when we get a poor forest, we get unhealthy deer. So we get deer that are very skinny. Some of the hinds don't produce fawns, they're barren. They die, a lot of them die over the winter, because in this area here where we're standing, you get generally 2 foot of snow, which will turn to ice. And then you get the stags. The Sika stags aren't producing very good trophy heads. So, you know, it's, again, you know, hunters need to realise we need to meet in the middle to get a balance of healthy forest and some good stags and some good deer, some good venison to take home for the whānau. The kaupapa is, you shoot deer, everything that you see, you know, adults, stags, hinds and juvenile deer. So people are going to find dead deer in this 12,000 hectare area that we operate in. And to some of them it's not a good sign, you know, it's not right to leave animals there and just leave them there to rot. The hunters need to realise when we talk aerial culling, there'll be dead deer on the ground, you'll see deer hanging underneath helicopters. But that's what the operation is all about, and that's all about effective control. And bottom line is the balance with hunters, recreational hunters, and the Department of Conservation. So everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner.
Everybody's a winner.
I like the sounds of that.
Yeah, no, that's where we want to end up.
Hei muri e te whakatairanga, ka haere te kai whakaahua a Richie ki te patungatia i a Howie moi ana. Ka tahi a Adam, ka tai mai me tona tohu tohu mo tēnei wiki. Hunting Aotearoa. Kei roto a Hunting Aotearoa I ngā ngahere o te Kaweka I te takiwa o te mataua mau. E ahua pauri ana taku ngā kau I te wehenga atu o te kai whakaahua Richie. Ka roa hoki mōku e mahue ana ki muri. Tana pūrotu hoki nera.
Get that good shot, Cass. Get that good shot, Cass.
Okay, brother.
See when you get back. You fellas didn't know Darth Vader was from Ngāti Whikia, did you?
Ana, ua haere rātou. Ua mahue anō au. Hei aha, haere. Maurea mai ngā whakaahua pai e hoa. Me tahi miti tia hoki. A pai maunga o Kaweka. Te ātāhua hoki. Ha! Ko ki te he tia e eri. Ka tahi, ka timata tana mahi pupuhi. Yeah! Aue. Kei te āhua wai kura ia. Ae kao, kua puhi a ketia.
Big focus is protection of the mountain beech forest, which was collapsing in the Kawekas, to promote that vegetation and also to get a healthy deer population out there as well, because the numbers were relatively high where the deer were suffering as well. They were skinny, emancipated type animals that weren't even worth eating or carrying out as a recreational hunter. So trying to get that balance between healthy forest and healthy deer.
Tēnā, me raputi anō mātou. Ana, tōna horo hoki. Kua pai ake te kero a Eddie nei. Ko tā Eddie mahi nei, he nuku I te tieki wahi pai hei tikinga ma te waka topa amuri I te patu e tahi atu tia anō. He puhinga pai anō tērā. He ngari moku, me hake ahau. Kua hipa e tahi haora I nei, ko te tumanako kei raro I te waka topa e tahi tia e iri ana.
Looks like two. Two Sika.
Ko hoki pai mai te kai whakaahua Richie, me tahi whakaahua tino paira watu. Ngā mihi kia Eddie, roua ko Spence. Ai, he ngāwiri noi hoki taku rongo. Engari, ko piri tonu au ki taku ho pūmau ki a Sam.
E te whānau nau mai hara mai ki tēnei wahanga o Hunting Aotearoa. Kōrero awhina mo tēnei wiki. Flash looking cell phone you got there, buddy.
This is not a cell phone, Howie. This is a personal satellite tracker, otherwise known as Spot. It's like an EPIRB.
EPIRB, what's an EPIRB?
EPIRB is an emergency personal locator beacon where people can, if they get in dire straits out in the bush, hit the button, sends a message to emergency rescue, they can come and give you help.
Okay. A few gadgets here.
Yeah, well this has a few points of differences compared to normal EPIRB. There's a few different buttons there.
If I push this one, what
Well,
happens?
the help button, that'll send an SMS message to a mobile phone with a downlink monitored by Google Maps, offered by Google Maps. So they can actually go to a PC, put that link up, and we'll actually see the location where you are at that time.
Okay, what about this one here? Okay.
The OK button is just for loved ones, Howie, your wife, or mates, etc. Just to let them know you're okay. Once again, link will come to them, go to the computer, download it, and the map will directly come up, show you where you are.
So it'll actually plot your...
It'll plot. You can actually press the button again and will actually plot your position or your movements through the area that you're in.
And where you've been.
And where you've been, exactly. So they can see your progress. Yeah, no, it's great feature.
What about this one here? Why 911 and what does that one do?
Well, 911 is your emergency button. Okay, this is monitored by a company in the States which actually own the satellites which monitor these units. They have about 48 satellites, I'm told, which will cover pretty much 90% of the Earth's area. So you're always going to get a signal, always going to pick up a satellite. They'll pick up your emergency beacon. Okay, they shoot all the information, your grid reference, your GPS mark, right down to the services here in New Zealand, and they can come and pick you up.
How much would this thing cost, Emma?
They're actually quite cheap, considering the price of other EPIRBs are $350. But there is a monitoring fee, annual monitoring fee, which you will pay, but it works out cheaper than a normal contract with a telephone, mobile telephone.
So there you have it, whānau. Not too dear, not too hard on the old pocket, waterproof, and you can never be too safe out there in the bush. There you go.
That's right.
But if you're like Adam and frequent a lot of those places you shouldn't do, those undesirable places, you shouldn't let your partner get a hold of one of these things. Nō reira, koina te koro awhina, o tēnei wiki.
Better turn that off, mate.
Better turn it off.
Mo e tahi atu kōrero e pā ana ki e nei tapu-tapu, haere ki te tō hunting and fishing, e tata ana ki a koe. Today's another day, and we're right next to a real famous river. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right. It's the Mangatainoka River. It's where the tui bears brood up here.
Is that right?
Yeah, sweet as.
So today we've got Lady Luck on our side.
That we have.
Sam,
Oh, I don't know about that.
they tell me you're going to hop in the river in your G-string camouflage underpants.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, see how hot it gets.
And these guys tell me you're pretty lucky when it comes to shooting deer.
Oh, the odd silly deer follows me around and yeah, it runs into my bullet occasionally, but yeah, I don't know about that. Just sometimes I have a bit of luck.
I think the trick with the Sika is just take it quietly.
Yep.
Yeah, move slowly and yeah, a bit of patience. And
Yeah, come to you.
that's the one. He's on to it.
It worked last week.
Yeah, so
I like the sounds of that style of hunting, mate.
Yeah, actually, I'm just.
we better go and see what we can do, eh?
Well, we'll whip our stuff into the hut and we'll head on off on our hut. Hei muri te whakatairanga, ka haere tātou ki tā rapu Sika.
He flew me in, so yeah, pretty much started from here really.
Only need one bullet. You're right. He rangi a tāhua i te ngahere o Kaweka. Ka tahi anō mātou kia taiki tō mātou wāhi noho ki te whakarite mo te aru Sika.
Oh, I've got a Sako 243. So had it for about 20 odd years. And yeah, no, just a good old faithful. I've got some flash camo tape on it at the moment because I've re-blued it about 3 times. It's cost me a fortune, so if I buy a $3 roll of tape from Hunting and Fishing, it's all good. It lasts me for a couple of years. So yeah, no, let's hope it'll do the job today.
Only need one bullet. You're right.
You head up and I'll head downstream with old black trig over here.
Yep, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Just remember we've got the big white bird out there, so you don't have to carry them too far, just get them to the nearest clearing. Getting old, you know, these days, so keep it simple.
Oh, my mate might feel like carrying it all the way back.
He probably would, just to show us up, yeah.
Okay, mate, good luck.
Right,
No
thanks.
worries.
Yep,
Yeah,
you too.
catch you later.
Ka whakahaurua mātou ki a rua ngā rōpuru e whai ana I ka hiwi me ko aua ke atu. Kare kau he nuku hanga mo eri ki rungara. E orita ana a Spence lau ako Sam.
Oh, here they come now.
Oh, yeah. No luck, guys.
No, not flesh, no. It's pretty hot up there and the wind, that westerly's up there, and swirling all around.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a nuisance.
Staked out those good big clearings up on that face there for half an hour or so each on each one. And have a look, but no movement at all. Captain, how'd you guys go?
Oh, we didn't have much luck either.
No.
Actually, he left me behind.
Oh, okay.
Probably thought I sounded like an elephant walking through that scrub.
Yeah.
Same thing, eh, mate?
Yeah.
Swirling wind.
Swirling wind.
Yeah, no, the wind got us up there too, yeah.
We cut up to that side creek there, and as soon as it dropped in there, the wind was right up my arse. So
Yeah.
stuffed the whole creek.
This wasn't a happening thing today.
Nah,
In mind?
they'll be all sitting in the shade, I think. It's pretty hot out there.
But never mind, you must be ready for a cup of tea, eh, mate?
Absolutely. I can't see any way out of it, actually.
What about you, Sam? You feel like a cup of tea?
No, actually, I'm still pretty keen to go and have another look if you're keen to
You got the jug on,
go
bro?
for a wander.
And we'll dispense with Spence.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. He's our jinx, I think.
Okay, mate.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys later.
All right. Okay, mate.
No worries.
We'll see you two Tinkerbells later on.
Nice legs, eh?
Yeah, no, Sam's aren't too bad either, Spence.
Who did you think I was referring to?
I wasn't too sure.
Oh, should we have a brew?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty.
Where'd you meet this young fella?
I was actually getting flown into the bush, and yeah, he was the pilot who flew me in. So yeah, pretty much started from here, really. But,
You've been hunting a few years, eh?
yeah, yeah, sort of even when I was a kid, used to tag along, big hunting and a few deer hunts and whatnot. But yeah, sort of getting into it more and more now.
What's the biggest buzz you get out of the bush?
I just love getting out there, really. Yeah, just the whole feel of the bush, just the smell, the sounds, everything, really.
You know, this is my home, really. I really miss it when I can't come out into the bush. So yeah, very passionate about the hunting and just getting out there. I don't always have to kill something. I get as much of a kick out of videoing, photographing animals. Yeah, just the whole stalking and sneaking up onto an animal, and yeah, you don't necessarily have to shoot every single animal you see. So I get as much of a buzz out of that. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I might just stop here and just watch that slip for a while. A silly deer might stick its head out.
Can you remember your first time?
First time out in the bush, yeah, probably when I was not very big. Yeah, I can remember going up the river on horses and camping way up from the homestead, and yeah, us kids going up into the bush. We were chasing pigs at the time. There was no deer at that particular time.
And you weren't put off by the old blood and guts?
No, not at all. I think just the whole excitement of the hunt and just the thrill of being there, and all my brothers and sisters, because I was one of the younger ones. I can remember everybody going to the dogs that were barking. There was some adults lurking too, and they were sort of directing us. But these kids, we were all gapping, and I was running along trying to keep up. And yeah, we did end up catching a pig that day, and no, I didn't get put off by the blood. But I just remember the excitement of it all, and yeah, it was just pretty awesome.
Well, I don't know about you. We've been tramping around here for a while now, and my hunger pains are starting to kick in. What about you?
Oh yeah, that cup of tea doesn't sound so bad now, so yeah, we might have to go and make sure those boys have got the billies still hot for us.
Okay, campward bound.
Okay, lead the way.
E ngā here o Kaweka, he pitoa tāhua na te atua I hanga. Engari ko tā mātou, he hanga mahere rautaki hou.
Have we got a plan B, mate?
Yeah, we certainly have. Hey, we're going to fly in by helicopter, get an evening hunting, and we'll spend the night out in a camp.
Yep.
Go for a morning hunt, and hey, I'm sure we'll have a bit better luck, hey?
What do you reckon, Spence? Same place or?
No, we've got another secret posse, which is we've got a couple of easy ones here for you. We'll just move over a valley, and slightly better options over there.
Choice, mate.
No worries.
And thanks for having us back.
It was our pleasure.
See, there you have it, whānau. That's how hunting goes. You win some, you lose some. But as Arnold Schwarzenegger would say, we'll be back. We're out of here.
We're out of here.
Okay.
We're out of here.
Hoki mai anō Aotearoa wiki, ia mātau e hoki ana mai ki te Kaweka ki konei, whai Sika tahi, me eri rātau ko Spence, ko se e mano hoki. Kua mutu tātou te hotaka aruari mutu ake o Aotearoa, a Hunting Aotearoa.
Neat Peb is a fuck.
Okay.